It is so exciting to see a special fighter rise through the ranks of the UFC. What makes Cory Sandhagen particularly fun to watch is his ability to control his opponent on the feet. The Sandman is a master at triggering offense and defense, which makes him a problem. To observe his uncanny powers, let's take a look back at his fight against Marlon Moraes, the #1 contender at the time. The fight starts. Right away, Sandhagen shows exceptional movement and switches his stance to make himself less predictable. Very early in the fight, Cory starts teasing Marlon. He feints repeatedly and tries to bait Moraes by moving towards the Brazilian's power side. Plus, he's blinding his vision with his hand, and by sneakily stepping inside that range, Sandhagen triggers a leg kick attempt that completely whiffs. Right after, only one feint is necessary to draw Marlon's offense, because he's expecting this pattern and wants to time his leg kick sooner. 2 seconds later, inside leg kick. Try to do like Cory did in that moment and remember this defense from Moraes. Now Cory throws an outside leg kick. Similar defensive reaction, but there's a small difference. The arms switch positions when the incoming kick is coming from the other side. One hand to block, one hand to catch and scoop. Many times in this fight, Cory Sandhagen is going to try to make Marlon reproduce that particular defense. But back to triggering offense. Here, Cory manages to draw an open palm slap attack from his opponent, who is just punishing the air for existing. Now that Marlon is understandably more hesitant, the Sandman switches it up. See, once Cory steps inside range, he might trigger offense. But when his opponent doesn't try to respond to his entry with a strike, he's got the option. Seeing that Moraes is in a defensive position, he shifts his feet and attacks the available target. And then he's out. Now this is one of his favorite things to do. He likes to sneak inside range and just stand there for a second. His desire is to draw some sort of aggressive reaction from his opponent so he can time his destructive jumping knee. Here, Sandhagen goes for a spinning back kick. What's interesting is this. Same defense as before from Marlon, but this time he also takes his legs away. Cory has even more data now. He looks for a leg kick, at least that's what Moraes is thinking. He defends like always, prepares to scoop, and he gets completely caught by surprise by the question mark attack. You can see it in his face, even if he doesn't get hit. Here, something crazy happens, and it illustrates exactly how effective Cory's tactics are at triggering offense. Because he's always aware of Marlon's body momentum, he knows the precise moment when to bounce out of range, and on this occasion, Moraes commits so much on his punch that he actually falls down. Incredible. And when Sandhagen isn't triggering offense, he's triggering some sort of defense. For example, by distracting Marlon's guard up high with annoying punches before ripping a kick to the midsection. Second round. It's been a masterful performance so far, and we're nearing the end of the fight. Still, when Cory sends a kick towards Marlon's left side, he defends like this, and when Cory kicks towards the other side, it's the opposite. So it's no shock that the second question mark kick lands clean. A beautifully executed technique, exploiting the pattern that appears over and over again. And Moraes is starting to realize this, so he's trying to back away a little more when a kick's coming his way. And so it creates this perfect combination, giving inspiration inside the Sandman's mind. His brain's designed an illustration of all his mental pictures intertwined. He knows how his opponent reacts to a kick aimed at his right side. He also knows his reaction to the spinning back kick. Now he can precisely anticipate what kind of defense his own offense will trigger. The spinning wheel kick flashes through the skull. Lights out. Cory Sandhagen is a brilliant fighter, no matter what happens against Petr Yan. I think Cory actually won against TJ, but that's for another debate. But yeah, I encourage you to take a look at the fight between Marlon and Cory. It's a free fight and it's worth a watch. Also, as you guys may know, my last video on Vettori vs Costa was taken down. 1 copyright strike. Ouch. But I really feel your support. I really feel it. So thanks for that. Couldn't do it without you. Alright guys. See you soon.